Hey everybody, I am getting this video is to show you how to download and save your items that you will need for class for e-learning that we will obtain through Canvas. So let me go ahead and here we are in Clever, which is where we access Canvas. And I'm clicking on Canvas. And here in Canvas, we are on our dashboard. Now, it is easiest to see your classes if you have it in card view. If you don't have it in card view, these three dots in the left, or excuse me, the right corner across from dashboard, the word real big here, these three dots, if you click on them, you can go into card view. A lot of you start off in list view and it makes it hard to see, but card view, I can say, okay, look for the lion or look for the word reading or look for the books, look for something. So this is the thing. If you're in my homeroom, our card is not working right now in dashboard. It only has one student loaded into it. They're working on fixing that. So for my homeroom, that's if you do Miss A's attendance, you're going into the Lion or Team Awesome homeroom. For Miss Carlson's homeroom, if you do Miss Carlson's attendance, that is in Miss Carlson's homeroom reading. All right. So I am going to go ahead and pull it up through Miss Carlson. So I'm going to click on the homeroom. And when I come in here, you need to go into modules, which happens for Miss Carlson's homeroom to be the first thing that pulls up. But modules is here on the left, about halfway down. Modules. When I click on here, I'm looking for the date. So this particular one says August 31st, 20, day 1. This is what is due or to be turned in for today. This is the PowerPoint that you access for all your work. Now there's some work in here that you don't actually turn in, but that does need to be in your notebook. And remember, you could be one of those children that I randomly send a message to that says you need to submit a picture of your notebook for the day. And I will be looking for the things that are in the PowerPoint. All right, so I am going to click on this PowerPoint. And once I click on that PowerPoint, it will come up, but it will have a blue, so here's the title again. It will have this blue download button. It does come up on the screen, and I could look at it this way. Makes it really hard to do, so I don't want to do that. What I need to do is I need to download. So I'm going to click this, download 8/31/20, day 1, PPTX. That's PowerPoint. Once I download, down here at the bottom of the screen, the bottom left-hand corner, it's where the document downloads. There's a little triangle. And you're going to click open. And if you click it too soon, it'll just say open when done because it has to download the full document before it can upload it or before it can open it. So now we have accessed the PowerPoint, but we need to save it. So there's this yellow line pretty close to the top underneath the orange line, the burnt orange. So here's the yellow line. You need to hit this gray button that says Enable Editing. Once you do that, you are then able to save this document. So you will go into File. File is in the top left corner. Click on File. Once you click on File, it brings a drop-down box. We are looking for Save As. Save As is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th thing from the top on the left, Save As. When you click on Save As, in this middle section under Folders, we're looking for Desktop. Desktop. Here's my desktop. And I double clicked on my desktop and now it has saved my document to my desktop. So I am going to go to my desktop to see if I can find my document. So right here is my PowerPoint. Right here, actually this is the wrong one. Let me throw this away. right here, down here, 8/31/20, day 1, that's my PowerPoint. So I'm going to click on that. And then I can open up, oops, hold on, you guys can't see that. On my desktop, when I find it, and then I can open it up. Once I open up my desktop, I am then able to go through, and yes, you want to enable all the links. Everything I put in, I embedded, so they're all safe. You can go through and complete the task. There's your learning target. You know, you have to write it. Those are the 2 words we had a discussion about: needing to know. Analyze was to look closely at something. Illustrations are the pictures within a text. My first group, we had a hard time with the internet listening to the story. We talked about how Pecos Bill is a folk tale, and a folk tale is a story that is passed down and can change often. So it does change and becomes different. And the story that is in this read aloud is different from the one that we have to read aloud. So that's something that you can know. You were supposed to answer these in your notebook based on the text that you read, not the book that you heard read aloud, but the text that you read. We used the read aloud and the text that we read to find out that folk tales change because people change little details within a story. So the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is slightly different over here than it is someplace else. And Cinderella is slightly different here than it is someplace else because people change details. This is the image from the text. So this is the image you're using to answer those questions about what the text tells you about the character, the setting, and the mood. Here's the text. It is 2 slides. It's not that much text. And you were supposed to answer those questions in your notebook. And then we read it aloud together, which we did do. And then you were supposed to do a notebook stop. How did Bill feel about being raised by coyotes? You were supposed to find the text evidence that helps you determine how he felt. With my second group, we were able to do that through the chat box, and that went really great. Then we were supposed to go into breakout rooms. My first group, we weren't able to go into breakout rooms because of the internet. My second group, we were, and you were supposed to fill out a graphic organizer. That graphic organizer has to be downloaded and typed and returned to me. So I'm going to show you next how you download that, save it, type on it, and send it back. And in the PowerPoint are directions on how to download stuff, and it goes through step by step by step. So in case you forget, after you do this, after you watch this video, you do have the access to pull it back up. All right, so in your breakout room, or in my first group, we did it as a group. You read the passage. You're going to fill out the graphic organizer, and this graphic organizer is this little thing at the bottom. Then after the graphic organizer was done, you were supposed to submit your exit ticket via the discussion module. And I will show you that in just a moment, where that's located. Then you had independent work. The first group was not able to do this at all because it took us so long to get over to reading, and I had to chase down a lot of people and internet problems. My first group was not able to do this. So you will need to do this independently as your homework assignment. So you're looking at that little small passage in that picture, and you're filling out this graphic organizer. So they already gave you some clues, details about the character. Mia is the game character, or is a game character. What in the illustration proves that? Details from the setting. The world of a video game is the setting. What in the picture proves to you that it's a video game? And then the mood. This you just put in your notebook. Then you have 2 iReady lessons that are due for the week. So it's not due today. It's due for the week. So you work on it a little bit and it totals 45 minutes. You can see this one was 20 minutes, this one's 25 minutes. It's 45 minutes, which is your standard responsibility for iReady. So that is your PowerPoint. Let me go ahead and stop sharing this. Now I want to go back into Canvas. Here we are. So here we are in Canvas. After I'm done downloading here, if I scroll all the way down, there's this next button. That takes me to the next thing in the module, the next thing in the module. So the next thing in my module is my graphic organizer. That was your buddy work, or in the first group we did it as a whole. You need to download this. So you're going to click on this graphic organizer. It is worth points, so it does need to be turned in. You will click on the graphic organizer. Once it is done, you will open the graphic organizer. All right, so here is my graphic organizer. I downloaded it the same way I downloaded my PowerPoint. I'm going to click on this gray button that says Enable Editing, and it's in the yellow bar. Now, once I am in this graphic organizer, I need to go into File. I need to go to Save As. Now, the difference for this one is I click on Desktop once, because you need to change the file name. It can't be, because if everyone sends the graphic organizer with the same name, it'll get confusing. What you need to do is you need to erase it. You see how it was highlighted blue? I just hit the delete button, and you type last name, comma, first name, and then you put the date, 8/31/20, and GO for graphic organizer. So I know that this document, when it comes to me, will be Nicole.Angelo's graphic organizer from today. And then you hit save. Once you do that, if you look at the top of your graphic organizer, it will now say the new name you gave it, which should be your last name, comma, first name, the date, and what it is. So Nicole.Angelo, or Angelo, comma, Brianna, 8/31, GO for graphic organizer. You don't need to type out graphic organizer. Now, once you are in this document, you are only typing in the empty boxes. So you see how this box has the word name in it? You're not typing in there. You're going to click the box right next to it, and you're going to type your name, Nicole.Angelo. The date's already there for you. Now, you have to fill in details from the text that are about the character. Then images, things that you observe in the illustrations that tell you about the character. Details from the text that tell you about the setting. Details from the text that tell you about the illustration. So I am going to put in here, and remember, I want complete sentences. So some of the details in the text about the setting, I'll do that one. It didn't tell us exactly where the story was taking place, but it gave us clues. So the first clue is Pecos Bill rode horses. That's one of them. Another detail from the text it gave us was there were coyotes. And another detail that kind of gave us ideas about the setting is the family traveled by wagon. So these are all details within the text that tell us, that give us clues. So now I can say that the setting is most likely the desert. The setting is the desert. Remember, desert has one S. So that is my text evidence. Now, what did I see in the picture to prove that it's a desert? Well, I saw that there were coyotes, so the illustration had coyotes, oops, coyotes in, had coyotes in it, period. Another, another text evidence is, oh, you know, there was a cave in the background. So the illustration had a cave in the background. Those two pieces of observable evidence proved to me that it was a desert. So again, the setting is the desert, period. You're going to do that with both the other two, with about the character and about the mood. And then there is one more question here, short response. How would you describe the mood of Pecos Bill in the story? How would you describe the mood? So you would get this information here. You see how in setting, I wrote this is the setting. Here about the mood, you're going to write the evidence, but then you'll answer it underneath here. And what helped you create that mood? Once you're done, you need to hit save. You need to hit this little, it's a disk actually, or you can hit file. The disk, if it's not there, you hit file and then hit save, and that'll save your document. Once you have saved your document, you can upload it into Canvas. You can upload it into Canvas. So I am going to stop sharing for a moment, and I am going to log into Brianna's Canvas so that you guys can see how I would upload that. All right, so here I am. Now I need to log into Canvas. All right, here I am in her dashboard. So I'm looking for the one that says Miss Carlson's homeroom for reading, and you see all the pictures there. I click on that, and I'm going to go into this one that says Pecos Bill Graphic Organizer. At the top, it says Submit Assignment. So once you have filled out that graphic organizer that I just showed you how to download, type on, and save, you're going to click Submit Assignment. Once you submit assignment, you have Choose File. You can only choose a file because you have to send me back that graphic organizer. So you click Choose File. Now remember, it's on your desktop, and you saved it as last name, comma, first name, 8/31/20 GO. So I am going to go into my desktop, and I am looking for that document. And here it is, Angelo, comma, Brianna, 8/31/20 GO. You double click on that document, and now you can see right here that the document is attached, and then you click Submit Assignment. Once you have filled out the graphic organizer, that's how you send it back to me. All right, so let me go ahead and cancel that because obviously that's not done. Once that was your group work that had to be turned in, you hit next. This gives us our discussion board. Our discussion board. This is where you have to answer as your exit ticket for the shared lesson. Discuss how does Bill feel about being raised by coyotes. How does he feel about being raised by coyotes? And you need proof from the text and proof from the pictures. You click on reply. You click on reply. Once you click on reply, you type your response here and you hit post reply. Once you post reply, you can see what your friend said to kind of get an idea of what what you think you should be doing, or what they think the answer might be to this. Now let's go back into our PowerPoint. Here's where we have our independent work. This tells you about illustration, setting, and mood. So mood is, or feeling, the story creates for the reader. How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel excited? Does it make you feel nervous? Does it make you feel happy? Does it make you feel sad? What in there makes you feel that way? And then remember, the setting is where it's taking place, and the character is the person in the story. This is your independent work. This should be in your notebook as a graphic organizer. This is the picture. This is the text. It's very small. Here's the graphic organizer, again, written in your ELA notebook. And then once you're done, you have your 2 iReady lessons. I hope this video helps. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Thanks for watching, everybody.